All right, guys, here we're going to talk about Season 3, Episode 5 of the Twilight Zone.
It's the one with Fats.
Yeah.
I remember this one. I wrote down, it's the one with the pool and the thing.
So we've seen the main character of this episode before.
Thank God.
What episode was he in? I
oh,
forget.
I knew when I watched it. I was like, isn't he the guy that does this?
He plays a saxophone or something, right?
Yes.
Is that guy? Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So
I like him.
Yeah, well, he's also from The Odd Couple. I was
just going to say,
a
like,
famous guy
I think he was
general.
a famous dude in
and
general.
the guy who plays Fats, I feel like he's been in an episode before, too.
He was really good.
He looked so familiar. But
I liked his
can't
whole way of speaking, his mannerisms and stuff. I thought he was really good.
He reminds
Both
me
of them
of
are really good.
somebody. I can't put my finger on it, but he's definitely a familiar character. This episode, I don't know, this is one of those classic things where I'm like, is this even a real issue? Is this a problem? Like, what is the thing?
Oh, like if you were that guy now?
Yeah.
Yes. No,
is he in hell? Is
so
that what it's supposed to be?
It doesn't make any sense, unfortunately.
Because if he's in heaven, why is his job to come down, give somebody their request, and then potentially take their life? That doesn't seem like a heaven thing. And because he's taking it like a chore, it must be the other place. It must be a hell thing.
The other place.
It's like, oh, when you're that good, you're on retainer constantly. You must always prove yourself. But if you want out, you can just lose, and you'd be out. Like, I don't understand what the thing is. And how does he become the next one? Yes, he was that good. Yes, he did beat the best.
I know.
But no one would know his name.
No, so unfortunately, it makes absolutely no sense, which was kind of heartbreaking because in my head it's like, it's the one with pool, and now it's like, oh,
they don't even appear to be particularly too good at pool. If you if you watch the game, you're like, all right. So no one seems like a shark. Like the best pool players in the world, like off the break, then run the table.
What if they're both the best pool player in the world?
Whoever went first would win. Just period.
Maybe. I don't know. They were playing some kind. Okay, there's so many things to talk about here. They were playing some kind of crazy ass pool. Like I've played pool, not a lot of pool, but some pool. And then he starts naming games you can play, billiards games. I've never heard of 14-1 300-point rack, whatever the fuck. Like that's a completely.
It seemingly was popular enough that like the joint they're in is like set for it.
And they act well, and like I've seen those things in like the ceiling. Maybe maybe not in real life, but those like abacus.
Yeah, I've never seen one in real life.
Yeah, but I've seen them in the movies and stuff. So I was like, oh, is that what that's for? Are there other billiard games besides put the balls in the holes? Okay, fine, sure. No, and like I've done like relatively like when he scratches and takes the ball out when you have to call shots and banks and stuff like that. I've done like what I consider to be like relatively real pool, and this was still like what is happening? 14 and then points and stuff.
No one can
like,
do a 9-bank shot. The ball would leave the table.
9 cushions, my friend.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that. Could you do that? That doesn't make sense. I have to grease up the table. The other thing, too, is like when he was holding his picture at the end, I expected the picture to change and for him to be the legendary guy.
Like you literally replace them?
Something, right? Crazy happens like that. Because otherwise, like think about this. He lives for a certain number of years more. He's beaten the best, but literally no one knows.
Yeah, that's the issue.
His life doesn't change at all. Why would anyone be calling out his name into the cold darkness, wanting to challenge him?
If I'm to read into this deeply, it would be that after beating the best, he now has the confidence and the power, and with that, he can destroy everybody else. Because if you've literally put your life on the line for a game, like there's nothing else that could shake you nerves-wise. I think he may have gone on to beat everybody ever.
I would have liked a quick montage of newspaper headlines or a little of the Rod Serling at the end, or him or someone to indicate that to me like slightly. Because otherwise, watching it now, like as a grown adult, I'm like, wait, how does he become the guy? That doesn't make any sense.
What's really weird is like the first guy, Fats, he's like, oh, I didn't just do this, I lived, I did everything, blah, blah. This guy did nothing but play pool.
That's how you have to do it.
All right, and like you think there's gonna be a moral there, like see, because you did nothing but blah blah, you didn't live, you didn't experience things, you didn't blah blah, and that's why you're gonna lose. But he wins, so it's like yes,
Do you
unhealthy obsession pays off in the end and makes
it's important to have a moral in these stories. Do you think he let him win?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Because that leave, okay, pool lingo, I know 3 things. One of them's your leave, they call it, which is where the cue ball ends up after your shot, whether you miss or not, right? Because like whatever. So people would say, oh, that's a great leave though, to like put you in like a place or whatever. So he literally set him up, and like they say it. He's like, this is it. It's like what is he? he calls it something dumb.
Like a straight corner.
You know, this is a pocket something. This is a pocket blaster. I have no idea what he called it. He called it something like, "This is a shoo-in. This is amazing," or whatever. And it totally was. You couldn't have.
And it very
set it
well
up
might have been
better
that
or something
he
like
set him up to win because that gets him out of hell and traps
I feel
that
like
guy to
that's
hell.
got to be against
but because
the
they
rules,
never
though.
said it was hell,
Yeah.
and like you're originally led to believe he's coming from heaven because he's like
Clouds.
He's like in clouds. He's playing pool. Like fats. To them, we are
So-
needed on 6th Avenue Electronics or whatever the fuck he says.
It's confusing. Radio Shack, what? It's confusing because there's clouds, but all the balls are black. So I thought that was trying to tell me something about something or whatever. Or it was just like bad contrast.
Or
in the
they're all
transfer or
black because no
something
matter
like
what
that.
shot you get, you sunk.
That's what I'm saying. They're all 8 balls. I'm not sure what they were trying to communicate there, but it was stylized in a certain way. So I'm like, what is this happening? I loved the PA though. I love that even in like the afterlife, it's like, hello, please report to whatever. Or whatever, like
It
stuff
makes
like
it
that's
like the
charming to
Beetlejuice
me.
aspect of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, Beetlejuice. Perfect.
Yeah, bureaucrats and death. It's all the same thing.
It's like stereo instruction. So as long as people talk about you, you're not really dead.
Mm-hmm.
You like to play with fire, but you don't like to cook. It was great. That guy just had such great lines.
The acting on both parts I really enjoyed in this. Where like they're both actors. You can tell like, yep, they did this in one take because they're professionals, and it was great.
Or like it was like, do that again. He did it exactly the same, beat for beat. Like
Yeah.
these just tight.
We had a
or whatever.
camera issue. Can you do that again? Oh yes, all day.
Dabs his brow a little bit.
Did you think they were just like spraying him with water because he was getting greasy?
No, I think when you get fats, you get fats, and he's just he's just the last potato chip. He's just going
affectionately
for
known
it.
as Fats.
Also known as Fats. He had this weird. He would like do stuff with his face and stuff. It was great.
Scrunch his eyes all
It was
the way.
wonderful.
Yeah,
I loved everything about it.
like a fat Steven Seagal.
Oh no, yeah. Predictably, the game comes down to like even score at like the last point and all that garbage or whatever, which is fine. I wish this made more sense though.
I just wanted more of a exactly the moral, the twist, the end game to mean a little more. It didn't hit all the way. I enjoyed the episode though. I did really like it. I just thought that it could have done something to really sell it for me and make me go like, oh, like.
No, it didn't because it hints at it like you're saying. He says like, hey, you might get more than you bargained for. I was required to say that. They're laying the groundwork for something to happen.
Had he lost,
yeah.
Had he lost, and you show a quick shot of him in heaven, and he goes, "Where's Fats?" Oh, Fats isn't in heaven, and like you just like Fats did him a favor. I think, or something something like to make like where's that twist, that unexpected twist? I think would have been great.
Yeah, no, I think that I think that this has been parodied. I feel like Futurama and like everything has done some sort of because this is the old Western trope of like the guy's got shot and he's like, "Congratulations, kid! Now you're the one always gonna have to look behind your shoulder, and every gunslinger from here to the Mississippi is gonna try to prove themselves against you. You didn't kill me, you set me free. Pow, pow, ding!" Like, and I feel like it must have been very cool to like apply that to pool and the afterlife and this awesome thing there. And that was the twist that, oh, now he's trapped and he's like replaced him or whatever. But I think that looking back now from 2018, we're like, this is fine.
Yeah.
What is special about this?
It's fine. I liked it though.
This is one of the few that I remembered from back in the day, from like my childhood.
I didn't recall this one, so it was a nice surprise.
You remembered almost everything, and I've remembered almost nothing. So this is a crazy twist. I don't know if it was pool or like the weird, overall thing of it, but this one I was like, oh, it's this one, yay!
But yeah, guys, that's this episode of the Twilight Zone. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.